laughs, bits, tangents. Matt and Mike, virginal fans, began watching One Piece and everything the show had to offer, and their nonsense ideas drove them to create their podcast.
Buggy the Clown is back. Fuck.
This is a One Piece podcast.
These words lured listeners to their grand show in what's now known as the Fun Piece Podcast.
Yayo, 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 ho ho, set sail for Fun Piece. It's the name of the podcast with Matt and Mike. Yayo, yayo, set sail for Fun Piece.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Fun Piece Podcast. My name is Matt.
And my name's
DONFLAMINGO. No, oh my goodness.
I fingered Michael, so he's trapped in my finger net. And now he can't record the podcast. You're getting DONFLAMINGO until we catch up with One Piece.
I'm so upset right now. Mike kept his camera off so I couldn't see what was happening.
DONFLAMINGO kept his camera
DONFLAMINGO kept his camera off, and now I am stuck recording a podcast with DONFLAMINGO. Oh, no.
I heard you guys kept talking about my poopy butt. That's supposed to be private.
Well, yeah, it's private, but it's a private secret for all of us. Am I right, DONFLAMINGO?
Yeah, I guess it is. Everyone should experience my delicious hole.
DONFLAMINGO, I think it would be really great, DONFLAMINGO, if you Could you tell us what's your favorite food, DONFLAMINGO?
My favorite food.
Yeah, does your favorite food also have holes?
It does. Do you want to guess?
Sure. I feel like you like a Swiss cheese, perhaps?
No, I'm lactose intolerant.
Well,
it makes me shit.
Well, that makes sense then, because then you have such a poopy butt.
That's why I still eat a lot of dairy. It's not good for my tum-tum. I'm actually pretty sick and twisted. You think it would be something with a hole, but it's the reverse, the anti-hole, the munchkin.
The munchkin. Oh.
I only eat at Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh my goodness. Do you like a Dunkachino?
I love a Dunkachino.
Yeah, is that
both
your cousin?
Kinds.
Your cousin Dunkachino.
My cousin Dunkachino.
Dunkachino DONFLAMINGO.
Do Quixote Dunkachino, actually.
Oh, I apologize.
My name's Do Quixote DONFLAMINGO. Everybody has written it wrong and says it wrong all the time.
Your glasses?
If you're just joining this podcast for the first time, welcome to the episode where it gets good.
Welcome to the post-time skip episodes, everyone. It's no longer Fun Piece Podcast with Matt and Mike. It's the Fun Piece Podcast with Matt and DONFLAMINGO.
It's true. I caught Mike. I won the Mike hunt.
It's true.
He was oiling himself up, but he forgot to do his legs, so I grabbed him there. And I put him into a sack, and then I put him in a basement.
Yeah. But he consensually allowed that because them's the rules of the Mike hunt.
Legally, yeah, he did cry a lot.
Yeah, he cried a lot.
And even peed a little bit.
But he didn't poop his pants because only one person's allowed to have a poopy butt, right, DONFLAMINGO?
Yeah, it's you when you found out that my best friend was still alive. Spanned him.
Fuck off, DONFLAMINGO. You can go suck a butt, Don Flamingo. I'm gonna
We
I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna kill you, Don Flamingo. Give me Mike back. I want Mike back.
Try. You can
I'm gonna
try. He's in a bag full of donut holes.
I'm gonna. Hey, everyone listening! Imagine a bunch of punching sounds. Pop, 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 pop,
dodging. I'm
pop,
dodging them. I'm
shot,
dodging them. I'm dodging them. No, I'm dodging them. I'm dodging. I'm too strong. You don't have gum powers, you dumb mother.
Sorry, I have swords now. I have 3 swords.
What?
I have 3 swords in my mouth.
Can't understand. I can't.
9 sword style demon Ashura. Fuck
I'm
off.
just gonna sip my Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee while you flail your arms at the other end of a camera.
Whatever. Fuck off, Don Flamingo. Hey, everybody. We have started. I guess me and Don Flamingo have
I
started.
haven't watched any episode, but I found some notes.
Nice.
I'm reading some notes.
Oh my God, it's gonna be the whole episode. We have. I'm stuck here. I have to accept this is my new man. This is post time skip. The post time skip design of the Fun Piece podcast. Everyone. Some of you will get used to it. Some of you won't, and that's okay, because we're moving forward. We're growing. How do you feel about that, Don Flamingo?
I wasn't listening. I was thinking about better anime.
Yeah, like what? Tell me better anime, Don Flamingo.
Like Full Metal Alchemist, but not the Brotherhood version. I like the bad ending.
Oh, oh no. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there another one?
Oh yeah, I really like anything with cute little anime girls.
Nice. Do you
Delicious. I love.
Do you like that time you were reincarnated as a slime?
Oh yeah, I love that one. Grossest anime. I really like. I love Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Hey. A lot of people love that
I love
too.
this. Yeah,
What's
it's not
your-
so weird when you're a teenager.
That's true. What's your toilet paper of choice, Don Flamingo, if there's any?
I just use a bucket of sand.
Whoa. I guess that's an
Yeah.
easy cleanup. That makes sense. How do you feel about bidets, Don Flamingo?
I also use a bidet, but it's full of sand. I call it crocodile. Let him get all up in there. I know he wants it.
Can we get a breaking news, like a inside scoop, Don Flamingo?
Sure.
Can you tell us, do you have any sort of affiliation or closeness with Kobe of the Marines?
Oh yes, Kobe's my spawn.
What?
I pluck off one of my toes and I plant it in the ground and it grows a Kobe, and then I use its hair to feather my big coat.
Folks, you heard it here first.
It looks like a coat, but it's actually my own back hair, and I attach the new Kobe hair to it.
Ooh, like an extension?
I'm a natural pink head.
You got
But I dye it blonde.
You got back hair extension, like Cody Rhodes.
Just like Cody Rhodes. Yes, I've got back hair extensions, just like Cody Rhodes. My favorite wrestler is Hulk Hogan.
Oh God, nope, nope. Don Flamingo, you're getting out of here. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm making more punching sounds. I'm punching you.
I think you've underestimated how committed I am to this bit.
Get out of here, Don Flamingo. I do not like the words coming out of your mouth. You're making a real heel of yourself.
These are not
right
a
now.
reflection of the Fun Piece podcast, just the character Poopy Butt Don Flamingo.
That's fair. Thank you for acknowledging that.
I'm a bastard.
You are.
But I'm not really a law-abiding bastard, but I don't want to get you squirts in trouble.
Oh, thank you for.
I like you, Matt.
I don't like you saying the word squirts, Poopy Butt.
Yeah, like a little squirty.
Yeah.
You're a little squirty boy.
Yep. I like you too conceptually, Don Flamingo.
It's not so much fun when you meet me in person, is it?
It's not, no. Man.
No, I'm rather unpleasant. At least you can't smell me.
That's true. I'm sure it smells awful over where you are right now.
Like stale Cheerios.
No poop, though. That's good.
Yeah, it's the sand mixes with the poop and makes the smell of stale,
Cheery.
plain Cheerios.
You've been having a lot of fiber in your diet?
Oh, nothing but. I only
Nothing.
eat from Dunkin' Donuts, the most fibrous meals.
Of course. I hope next episode of the podcast that I don't get taken away by a character and then it's just two other characters doing an entire episode of the podcast.
I sure hope nobody kills me at the end of this episode so he never does a bit again.
That's fair.
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy. Well, here we are, everyone. First episode post time skip. We watched myself and Don Quixote, Don Flamingo are watching.
I've seen every episode of One Piece. I know everything that happened.
Oh no, that ruins the whole premise of this podcast.
Yes.
Well, I'm watching One Piece for the very first time, and my fellow host Mike is as well, but he's detained consensually at this point. So this week we are watching the first episodes of the post time skip era, 517 to 522. Did you have a good time, Don Flamingo, rewatching these episodes?
I enjoyed them a lot. I wish I was in it more. Hold on. I'm going to finger my own brain. I'm going to use my finger fruit to finger my own brain to forget everything that happens after this. Oh, God. Ow. Oh. Okay. Ow. Oh, okay. I've forgotten everything.
I couldn't hear any of those sounds, and I'm really concerned.
They were very squirty.
Gross. Well, should we jump right into it, Don Flamingo?
Sure, I'll read Mike's.
All right.
Poor notes. I'm a little freak like that.
Episode 517.
17. You do that every time?
Yeah, we do it every episode.
That's crazy.
And usually Mike gives a fun title to each episode that he comes up with because the titles are usually just saying the plot.
Yeah, he wrote them down.
Yeah, and then he usually gives a background MVP as well, so...
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. By you explaining the structure of the podcast, this has become a really good onboarding episode.
Really good onboarding. For people, for people just listening for the first time.
Podcast,
wow.
Yeah.
And me,
Incredible.
I don't really do any fun bits except for honk, 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 honk. Hello, everyone.
Is this a Don Quixote watch?
Honk, honk, honk.
This is a honk my hog.
No, I'm not honking your hog, Don Flamingo. This is a Buggy watch for Buggy the Clown. This is official Buggy watch. Honk, honk, honk.
I love that guy.
Yeah, he's great. Honk, honk.
I want to kiss him.
It's been exactly 10 episodes since we last saw our Lord and Savior, Buggy D Clown, D Nefertari, Clown Prince of Alabasta.
They're related?
Yes, they are. I don't know if you knew that or not. Cobra.
No, I didn't, because I just fingered my own brain. I forgot everything.
Nefertari Cobra, he definitely has more than one child, and the other two would be the middle child, Buggy D Clown, and then the oldest child, Frankie.
Where do you think I get all the juice to make the Kobe's?
Nefertari from Cobra?
Yeah, from Cobra. Yeah, we've kissed.
He's been
That's canon.
Does he send his buddies Pell and
I'm Vivi's mom.
Oh, wow. We're learning all sorts of things this episode. Anyway, it's been 10 episodes since we saw Buggy the Clown. It's very sad. I'm sure he'll come back because he's gonna.
He's probably dead.
Honk. Or should I say no? Because that's honk backwards.
Whoa.
Crazy.
Whoa. Michael titled this episode, Usopp Got Buff, and he has a sick hat.
It's true. He does. I immediately fucking completely, I'm fine with the post-time skip designs. It's pretty great.
Is it because of Frankie?
It's not because of Frankie. Frankie's probably the one I like the least.
I love it.
Mainly
So
because
Mike wrote here that he loves it too.
Mainly because I wish that Frankie, they pushed his nose when his hair, and then his hair changed. I wish his hair stayed as that. But it seems like the hair like retracts back into buzz cut.
I bet it will be really fun later on.
I'm sure it'll be really
they're gonna
fun.
do crazy things.
At one point he presses it and then styles his hair and it looks like old Frankie. And then it made me sad when that went away.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's been 2 years. There's no intro song for this episode just yet. We get
2 whole years.
We get a lot of actual plot, and then the intro song starts, which was interesting. 2 years, baby. Fucking, it's snowing on that island that's north.
Whatever it's called.
It's north of Amazon Lily. It's fine.
Sorry, I'm a One Piece character, so I have to laugh like ha 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 ha. That's my Don Quixote laugh.
That's a bad. Is something wrong with your throat, Don Quixote, Don Flamingo? I feel like you have a different laugh than that.
I'm trying to mix it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You trying to be undercover and not just. You're just trying to like not be put in a box.
It's people are dynamic, Matt.
Yeah.
Sometimes their laughs are not just the same thing every time.
Do you feel that sometimes when you're around other people who have a distinct laugh that you start to take on the qualities of their laugh?
Yeah.
I feel like that sometimes. Like I'm not doing it on purpose, but I'll start laughing and then I'm like, oh, that sounds like that person's laugh. Am I subconsciously doing that on purpose? Or is that just something? I don't know.
Are you trying to get some free Don Flamingo therapy here?
Maybe a little bit.
I do kind of laugh like Kuma if we hang out for too long.
Nice.
He'll read me his favorite Bible excerpt and start giggling, and then I start giggling the same way.
Does Kuma laugh like like his laser beam?
Yeah, but like high pitched, like he's a chipmunk.
I like it. That's good.
It's like
I didn't hear that at
it
all.
hurts. Yeah, no, it's imperceivable.
Yeah.
Eventually, he starts laughing so hard my ears bleed.
Ooh, that hurts. That sounds bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, Luffy's got a lower voice because it's been 2 years. He's all grown up. He puts on his hat. He meets up with the fucking Kuja warriors. Marguerite's like, oh my god, it's Luffy. And then
There were big animals there,
yeah,
too, but they're his friends. I would have eaten them.
I'm pretty sure he hockeys some of them. He like looks at them and he goes, hey. And they go, whoa.
Yeah.
Yep. So that happens. Apparently,
scary.
Rayleigh was with him on the island for 18 months and then left him for the last 6 months to just continue his training on his own.
Just like my dad.
Yep, just like your dad. Who's your dad, Don Flamingo?
Don Quixote Dad Flamingo.
Who was, I would assume, brothers with Dunkachino.
Oh yeah,
of course.
They were best brothers.
Yeah.
They had the same breasts.
Of course. Fucking it's great. Everything's gonna be wonderful. Everything's good, and then we get a new intro song.
Yeah, he puts the hat on. It's wonderful. We love that hat.
Yep. Right before the new intro song, Boa's like, we're going to get married. And Luffy's like, I'm going to pass on marriage. Which made me laugh a lot. He's like acknowledging the marriage talk.
He wasn't doing that before, was he?
He wasn't. No, he wasn't.
No.
He really wasn't.
Character growth.
Yeah.
Did you catch in the new intro where there's a bunch of stuff happening? Did you see Robin's big dogs?
No, I didn't.
She's got big old honking dogs out.
Whoa.
They're behind her. She's got big feet.
Goodness. I will have to look at that next time.
Sanji's going to be troubled by this development.
I think he almost died from loss of blood in one of these episodes.
I'm a nasty freak who had a whole sex slave trade business going on the side, and I still find Sanji upsetting.
He's I can understand like the intent, I guess, or like the character.
They don't need to.
The character development of him.
They spend a lot of time on it, don't they?
They spend a lot of time on the character development of how he was on Kamabaka Island for a long time, and he hasn't seen a real woman or a real woman to him. He hasn't seen a traditional woman in Sanji's eyes in 2 years, but it makes it really uncomfortable every time he does anything at all.
They just spend a lot of time on it.
The only reprieve...
I'm a bastard, but I do believe in protecting trans people.
Yeah, seriously. The only reprieve
Right?
we get is when Zoro and Sanji fight.
That's nice. I liked those.
Yeah, the rest of the time it's like Sanji just like continuing to be like, I was in hell for 2 years. And it's like, Sanji, you were just with people that, don't follow your traditional ideology of what a woman is. And you were perpetuating shitty, what's the word? Just shittiness all around.
It's pretty shitty.
Really poopiness, poopy buttness, if you will. Don't you think?
Don't bring me into. Listen, I'm horny all the time, but I don't make it everybody else's problem.
That's true. Yeah, he really does make it everyone else's problem.
He makes it everybody else's problem.
Yeah. 1, 2, Sunshine, Go. I was having a great time with the new intro song.
Who is that strange man who had the straw hat before Shanks?
Oh, I don't know.
Did you think about that? He looked like Luffy, but he wasn't.
He wasn't. Who could it be? It was Garp.
It was maybe Dragon.
Maybe.
Mayhaps it was Mr. Roger himself.
Maybe it was. What do you? Maybe. I don't know. Don Flamingo. I'm not sure.
Neither do I. I wonder if maybe I knew Roger. I'm not quite sure how old I am.
It's true. I don't know how old you are either.
Nobody tells. I ask every year on my birthday, and nobody tells me.
What?
It was my birthday recently, actually.
Was it? Was it your birthday recently? When is your birthday, Don Quixote, Don Flamingo?
October 23rd.
Oh wow, that's
happy birthday to me.
Wow. A lot of people got birthdays around that time, huh?
Oh,
how about
was
that?
it your birthday recently?
It might have been. Who's to say? Is this
You're wise not to tell me because I might steal your identity for fun.
It's true. I'm not going to say that.
What's your social security number? Just like as friends.
As friends, it's 4. Anyway, Shocky and Rayleigh are in the bar and they're drinking. They're having a good time. Motherfucking Zorro appears in the doorway. He's the first one back. And Rayleigh's just like, weird. Didn't think you were going to be the first one here.
Doesn't make sense, does it? We find out why that is later.
We do. It's very fun, though, because Rayleigh's like, weird. You're the first one back? And then Zorro just like really smugly is just like, damn, guess the rest of them got lost. And I thought that was hilarious.
It's a pretty funny joke.
Yeah.
Because he usually gets lost.
It's true. Thank you. This is really like a how-to for new listeners of the podcast, huh?
Yeah. There's some good Zorro in these episodes. He's enjoyable.
Yeah. Especially Fat Zorro. Fat, ugly Zorro from the fake ones. Yeah, he's good.
I know. The fake Straw Hats and I play poker every Tuesday.
Whoa. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've written down all their some of their real names.
Nice. Well, I'm gonna keep recapping because we have a lot to get through here.
I seem to be distracting you, don't I? Yeah, let's go.
It's really hard to just recap the episodes and make jokes because I feel like I need to really entertain the presence of having Don Flamingo here with me. Because who knows? Don Flamingo, I don't know if you're here for good or if you're just here for this episode. I don't know. But I feel like I got to milk this bit, if you will.
It's only if Michael can just chew his way out of that bag.
It's true. I mean, yeah.
I do fear his hockey and his strength. He's very strong.
He's been training for 2 years.
I was about to call him virile as a joke, but everybody knows he's not.
Okay.
Non-derogatorily, I say that.
Yeah, you're. Hey, everyone can get a vasectomy, and that's fine. All right, we're moving on.
I've gotten 5.
Yeah, well, yeah, and those Kobe's just keep coming.
I don't know how to stop him.
Okay, Navy headquarters is now in the New World. Nami's at a bar, and apparently the Straw Hats are recruiting. And then a bunch of gross-looking Straw Hats, fucking knockoffs roll in, and they're like, "It's me, I'm Straw Hat Luffy." And literally throughout all these episodes, I was so mad.
You were mad at Bootleg Luffy. He sounded like Muscle Man from Regular Show.
Yeah, I know. I know it's like part of the storytelling, and I'm a huge mark for the storytelling, but like literally I was so fucking mad and just waiting for Luffy or someone to punch the fuck out of fake Luffy. I hate him so much.
He gets his. That's for
he
sure.
He does, by the correct person, to make it the most embarrassing. Anyway, that happens. Meanwhile, Brook is fucking putting on a concert as his new persona, Soul King.
It's crazy that in these 5 episodes we get more variety in music than we've had in the universe of One Piece.
It's pretty cool.
For 500 episodes.
It's pretty great. I mean, hey, it's been 2 years, baby.
I'm a big Soul King fan. I've got all his vinyls.
You have his TDs?
I've got his TDs.
Do you know what?
Tough Discs.
Tough Discs. I was wondering what T stands for. It's Tough Discs, of course.
Yeah, that's definitely canon.
Yep. Long Arms, the people who captured him.
Probably not Tone Dials.
Nah, TDs, baby. Tough Discs. Long Arms is his manager. He's boned to be wild. We cut over. Sanji appears and he sees the traditional women of Sabaody, and he freaks out. Is that correct? Should I say traditional women? I don't know.
I think it's more like
the
women who were assigned female at birth who still identify as such.
That's better. That's better to say. I apologize for what I've said earlier.
We have to address Sanji's perspective.
Yeah, it's
basically Sanji's just being a cow.
Sanji's being a bloody,
dirty little bitch.
Dirty little bitch.
That's right. I'm not on the. I can say whatever I want.
Do you think in the 2 years that Sanji was on Kamabaka that he did do some do some romancing?
Yeah, but he'll never admit it.
Yeah, but like he definitely did, right? And he's just like really, he's just really like insecure about it and like coming to terms with that, and that's why he's like lashing out so much.
I think he's mostly lashing out and insecure because in 2 years, that's all the facial hair he could grow.
That's true.
He tried so hard, but now he's just got that.
He's tried so hard, he's come so far, but in the end, it didn't even matter.
It's just a fucking soul patch.
Man, I just made a great Linkin Park reference.
It was really good.
Thanks.
Rest in peace, Chester.
Yeah. Did you kill him? I think we should.
Moving on.
Moving on. I apologize. I'm having a really hard time. Fake Luffy shoots a guy. He's recruiting Straw Hats. Nami calls out the fake Straw Hats in the bar and then says that they're way out of her league and they're like freaking out. And then the fake Nami from the fake Straw Hats tries to intimidate Nami, and it was like
I gave them all different names. Her name is Bommy.
Ooh, Bommy. Okay, Bommy.
Yeah, and then I call fake Luffy Boofy.
Nice. I just like wouldn't seeing the real Straw Hats immediately make them be like, oh, whoops. Like I was like, you're cosplaying as Nami and the real Nami is standing right in front of you, you obviously have done your research at least a little bit on...
I don't think they're thinking about it too much. Isn't it interesting how the bad characters always have differently shaped bodies than is normal?
Yeah, it's very strange.
There's a weird, like, body shame thing that happens sometimes in this show.
Yeah.
But also it's very body positive randomly. I don't quite understand.
I don't know either. Maybe do you know Oda, DONFLAMINGO?
No, he made me.
That's true. Well, you should know. He's your dad. You should contact him and ask him those questions. It might be important.
I don't speak Japanese.
That's true. Fair.
I hang out with Junji Ito, though. I love when he makes swirls. It's a shame his anime lost production budget by the second episode and the animation was garbage. Uzumaki, more like Duzumaki, because it was so poopy.
That's good.
We're still on the first episode, Matt.
We are. It's been half an hour.
I've got places to be. I don't.
All right.
I don't. Nobody calls me.
Anyway, the real Usopp, Usopp rolls in, and he immediately does a special attack, Green Star Devil, and
That was so sick.
it shoots all the fake Straw Hat crew, and they get all tied up in a bunch of plants and stuff. And then
Boy got hot.
And then immediately Nami's like, "Oh, Usopp!" and then starts hugging him, and she's like, "Oh my God, it's been so long." Do you have?
It's a good thing Usopp is a demisexual and he's not attracted to the body but the mind.
I wasn't in Thriller Bark though. Didn't he like have a whole thing? With
He was
Nami?
very thankful that he got to see Nami's knockers, and then that was kind of it.
Of course.
He was just like, well, good on me for getting this experience.
So anyway, they reunite. Then they start leaving, and as they're leaving, Nami does like a thundercloud thing, and she's like, "I got cool moves now too," and just electrocutes the entire bar.
Yeah, she could already do that.
It's true, she could already do that, but this one was like more
she could.
controlled. I don't know. She's using bubbles.
And bigger. She destroyed an entire drinking establishment.
It's true. But they leave, and then the fake Straw Hats stumble out, and they're like, "We're gonna kill those two." We see Robin being stalked by some dudes in suits. We see Frankie at the ship. We see Chopper. He's got a new hat, and he wants to get cotton candy because he's a good little boy.
I love cotton candy also. Oh, excuse me, I burped. I burped again.
Then we see elsewhere on the island, fake Luffy is shooting. He shoots a red-haired woman, and then also a long-nosed man. And they're like, "Why are you doing this?" And he's just like, "I'm looking for someone with red hair and someone with a long nose. Sorry." And then he shoots him dead.
And then who accidentally bumps into Boofy?
Oh, man. Boofy gets knocked by Luffy, and Luffy's got a big old backpack.
So crazy.
And then he freaks out, and that's the end of the episode.
He freaks out so hard. The MVP for this episode, I didn't write this, Mike did, is Stunky P. Doofy, which I guess is the fake Luffy.
Why? Why?
Stunky P. Doofy.
Why is Stunky P. Doofy? He's the worst.
There wasn't a lot else going on in this episode, and it can't just be one of the Straw Hats.
Lame.
Even though sometimes it is.
It could have been Chopper.
It could have been Chopper.
It could have been Rayleigh.
I'm glad I put him in a bag.
It could have been Rayleigh or
It's
Shocky.
never going to be Rayleigh. Spoilers.
Could have been Shocky.
Do you guys feel bad that Rayleigh wasn't higher on the dad tier list?
Nah.
Okay.
It wasn't.
Seems like maybe the only dad that Luffy's ever had.
It wasn't a tier list. I had Rayleigh high up there, actually, I thought. But whatever.
Oh, I don't remember. I didn't listen.
Anyway, episode 518.
Episode 518. Zoro takes the wrong Uber.
Nice. Boa gave Luffy a giant bag of food and supplies and a fake nose and mustache and gives him a cloak to go on his journey.
3 years worth of bug ointment.
It was very important
in there
for Luffy to have.
Yeah. Yep.
So he's got this enormous backpack, and Boa's like, "Can you do me one more favor? When you leave, don't say goodbye." And Luffy's just like, I don't like saying goodbye to anybody. And then he's like, "Fine. Plus, I want to see you again." And then she loses it, and she's like, "Oh, he wants to see me again. That means he's proposing to me."
It doesn't.
We cut over. Sanji's pissed that Zoro made it back first. We see Duval and some flying fish riders who are all banged up in their... Duval seems to imply that he got beat up protecting the Sunny, but then Shaki and Rayleigh say something that makes it seem like it was actually Nami that beat the crap out of them.
I didn't catch that, but probably.
Yeah,
because they defended it for 2 years.
Yeah, that was the implication that I got. Anyway, Robin and Luffy are the last ones to check in. They haven't checked in yet. Sanji's immediately got a bloody nose thinking about Nami. We cut over. We see Chopper eating cotton candy, and he
loves it.
He sees a bunch of fighting, and he's like, "What's going on over there? What's going on over there?"
Yeah. There's a big man who's talking about Blackbeard Kid and my favorite of the supernovas, Drake.
Ugh. Why is he your favorite, DONFLAMINGO?
I like that he can turn into a dinosaur.
Do you like that he has little arms when he turns into a dinosaur?
They excite me.
Yeah, they're really get your
motor boating.
They get your poopy butting, your flamingo donning, if you will.
They get my cloaca fluttering.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's the sound.
I feel like we're really getting along, Matt. I think you and I, we're not too different. You and I,
we're not so different. You and I, DONFLAMINGO. Perhaps.
Die the podcaster. Live long enough to see yourself become the DONFLAMINGO.
That's fair.
Harvey Dent.
That's me. I'm Harvey Dent. That's my new name. Harvey DONFLAMINGO. Anyway, fake Zoro, Sanji, fake Zoro, or was it Boro, Bonji, Bobbin, and Bopper? Is that what?
I think I called them. Well, I didn't name Zoro or Sanji, so we'll call them Boro and Wait, hold on. No, I did. Hold on. Give me a second.
Okay.
I mean, Michael did.
Michael did, of course, not you.
Yeah, sorry. I'm so in the zone as being.
Yeah. It's almost like you're becoming Michael.
Whoa, no. I sure hope not. That guy seems like he's had a rough time.
Anyway, the fake Zoro,
we're going to go with Boro. We're just going to call Sanji because I can't tell the difference. And we're going to call Robin Throbin. And it's going to be Andy Slopper.
Okay, perfect. Andy Slopper. They all roll up, and Chopper immediately is like, "Oh my goodness, it's my friends," because he's just adorable and can't tell the difference.
He's racist against humans.
It's true. Throbbin looks like Bob's Burgers. What's her name from Bob's Burgers?
Linda?
Yeah. Immediately,
I love that shit.
I was just like, "Oh, it's Linda from Bob's Burgers."
Did you catch that she has a southern accent?
She does.
Do you think perhaps that's a reference to the 4Kids dub when Robin also had a southern accent?
Oh, that would be funny. I don't know. I didn't watch that much of the 4Kids dub.
Did fake Sanji have a Brooklyn accent? I don't think he
did. He
did.
didn't have a fake accent. Whoa, it's me, Brooklyn Sanji.
Southern.
Anyway, they roll up and they're like, "What the heck's this thing?" Meanwhile, Sanji's looking for food, being a gross man. Rob,
Ogling.
Yep. Robin rolls up to Shocky's. Fake Luffy's threatening, or Boofy is threatening Luffy, and Luffy just says like sorry and like continues to walk away. Then Boofy tries to shoot Luffy in the face, but then Luffy easily dodges it and then does. Is this observation hockey?
It is.
Yeah, he does his observation hockey, and then all of the fake Straw Hats just collapse, passed out.
Yeah, he gives them a good old stare.
Yeah.
Wait, does that happen?
Yeah, it happens right there.
It happens right there. Okay.
Yep. Then Chopper's. We cut over Chopper's being adorable.
He has a stick.
He's a stick. He's just having a good time. And then the fake dudes are like, "Why is this guy following us?" And then they look at the wanted posters and they realize that it's Tony Chopper. So then they're like, "We got to get rid of our Chopper, and then this will give us credibility." So then Throbbing kicks Andy Slopper, which is just a fox in a chopper hat. But Andy Slopper gets
with a mustache.
Yeah, Andy Slopper.
Listen, I talked to Mike before I put him in the bag. We're both in agreement that Andy Slopper is one of the best new characters in One Piece. Fucking love that guy. I hope he comes back.
Andy Slopper is mad at Throbbing for kicking him, though, so then he starts biting on her head. And then immediately before anything can get resolved, Andy Slopper and Throbbing get bagged up by those guys in suits who are looking for Robin and then they're carted off.
They're gonna get waterboarded.
Pretty much. Sanji's trying to find some special ingredients. He goes down to the fish market down by the water, and we find out that Zoro had gone there to go fishing because he was bored. And the guy was like, "Get in my boat over there. I'll be right there." But Zoro got in the wrong boat. He got in a pirate ship. And then that pirate ship that was coded went underwater, and then the fish market guy was freaking out when Sanji got there. And then they're like, "What are we going to do?" And then Sanji's like, "Yeah, whatever. We'll see him when we get to Fishman Island." But then what happens?
Immediately the water goes bubble, 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 and the ship rises, and everybody's, "What happened?" And it turns out that Zoro cut it in half.
Zoro cut the galleon. It was a galleon of a ship. And he just sliced it in half. No big deal.
And he says that's what you guys get for doing what you did. And they say, "We didn't do anything. And you got on the wrong ship."
And he just says, "That wasn't my ride."
Yeah. MVP for this episode. Can you take a guess?
Was it Andy Slopper?
Andy Slopper. Absolutely, it was Andy Slopper. I hope he gets adopted by Papa Gussie.
Papa Gussie and Kami are going to adopt Andy Slopper.
It better. They better. Collectively, they're an it.
Episode 519.
119.
Woo. All right.
God Milk. That's the title that Michael came up with. Just God Milk.
All right. Robin and Frankie reunite at the Sunny, and it's adorable.
What's your problem with God Milk?
Nothing. It's fine.
Okay.
Frankie's just flexing. Ship's all coated. They talk about the other Straw Hats.
Frankie's. I liked when Frankie was like, "So you're saying I'm not a freak? I'm a super freak."
Yep. He is.
This guy's all right. He's very good. Did you notice that he has nipples?
I did not. No, I didn't notice his nipples at all.
Do you want to see a picture?
Sure. You can show me a picture. I don't think it exists.
I took a picture.
Oh, right.
Of his nipples.
We established this because Frankie invents nipples in One Piece.
This is a very sexual image.
Yeah, there they are. Frankie invented. It's a burbling bottle.
It's a burbling soda with white foam oozing out the top.
Yep.
And then Frankie's bare chest and nipples exposed.
It's true. He casts doubt on whether Brooke is going to be rejoining the Straw Hats because Brooke is Soul King and doing all these big concerts. We cut over with Chopper, and he's with all the fake Straw Hats, and he's freaking out because he's like, we got to go
Well,
sit.
before that, we cut to the Soul King concert, and he's just singing, got milk, got milk, got milk, a lot. And everybody's like, we love the got milk song.
It's true. And then we cut over to Chopper.
To Chopper, yes. With Boofy, Slammy, and then someone else.
Boofy, Slammy, and who?
The note says S-O-O-O.
Viper King?
Slipper Knight.
Slipper Knight, of course.
Slipper King.
Anyway,
Boofy,
they're all
Slammy,
hanging
and
out. Chopper's
Snipper
freaking
Clips.
out because he's like, fucking, we got to go save Robin. And then the fake Straw Hats are like, yeah, whatever, we don't care. And then Chopper's like, why are you acting this way? You're my friends. She's our friend. We have to help her.
The little rat is so upset.
Mm-hmm. And fake
Luffy's
getting really mad at Chopper. And he's like, what is this thing?
I liked whenever Chopper would yell and fake Luffy would stare at it and then completely ignore him and then start talking again about how they're going to abandon their friend.
Boofy's going to have all his new recruited Straw Hats try to track down Luffy, Nami, and Usopp and kill them because he's mad at them. A bunch of onlookers see Chopper and they're like, whoa, those really are the Straw Hats.
They are.
And then we cut over, we see Sentomaru and the pacifistas are heading to Sabaody.
I think it's funny that Michael doesn't remember the name of a lot of characters, but did somehow remember the name Sentomaru.
It's very important, especially in these couple episodes.
I think he likes his shape.
It's true. It is a good shape.
It's a child's head on a man's body. It's really weird to look at.
He's a Marine now, though. He's a full-fledged Marine.
He is.
He does mention that they wiped Kuma's personality, so we know that. That's an official thing. Nami shopping. Zoro calls Sanji's facial hair a mouth brow, which I really liked.
That was really funny. That's good. That's an insult to put in your pocket.
Mouth brow.
Yeah.
Chopper's running away, trying to find Robin, and he's freaking out. And then he sees the real Usopp and Nami, and they're so excited to see him.
I really like that Sanji immediately loses Zoro, and he says, I want to just go fishing, but I don't have a fishing rod. And then not even a second later says, oh, look, a fishing store.
Yeah.
There's some good Zoro. Mike would never admit it,
but you would.
Quality. Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Zoro is Don Flamingo's favorite character.
Well, that's something we can agree on. Well, my second favor't character.
Second favorite.
Yes.
Yeah.
We established.
Surely I'm the first.
I won't agree. I'll agree to disagree.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, Chopper and Nami and Usopp are all reunited. They immediately explained to Chopper that he's dumb. And Chopper's like, oh, I'm so mad. I see all humans. They're all the same to me.
But they did smell different. Oh, here are their names. Ponji and Poro.
Oh, of course.
Ponji and Poro.
Yeah, it's like Pongo and Perdita from, the Dalmatians. The Dalmatians?
The movie, The Dalmatians?
Yeah, The Dalmatians. That's the name of the movie.
I've never seen it. I've never seen a movie.
Anyway, Chopper's getting all giddy about being a famous Straw Hat, and he's like, oh, I got to work on my autograph. And then Usopp's just like, oh, you better see mine. I've already got mine together.
It's very good for them.
Yes. Ponji and
Here we are.
Poro.
Ponji and Poro. Yeah, there we go. Good names, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Good names.
They run into Luffy in a mustache.
Mm-hmm.
And Luffy's like, oh, wow. it's you guys. It's so good to see you. Because Luffy immediately thinks they're real. He's like, it's been 2 years. You guys have changed a little bit.
With Zoro's drinking, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, that's true. Meanwhile, real Zoro is bragging to real Sanji about getting to Sabaody first. Then they end up fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And the fake Straw Hats...
He calls him number 7, right?
Yeah, he calls him 7.
Zoro. Yeah.
And then, meanwhile, the fake Straw Hats are assembling.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of scary guys. And the only name I remembered was Lip Service Doty. I like that name.
I didn't write a single name down because I was confident that we would not see any of these motherfuckers again.
I don't think they're important.
No, not at all.
MVP was Lip Service, though.
Good.
Yeah, I love a good lip service.
Yeah, you want to unpack that?
Huh?
Would you like to unpack that?
No, I hate moving.
Episode 520.
Michael just wrote hair button nose, hair button nose, hair button nose a lot.
Good.
That's all it says.
Brooke's on the phone backstage. She's got on the transponder snail backstage's concert. He got a call. And then he takes a water bottle and he just dumps it on his own head and he gets all horny about it.
He does get horny. He busts out the 45 degrees to end the concert.
He does.
It's very good.
He does.
So hype. But yeah, he glugs some waters and then just goes, like a rock star, baby.
Yeah. He doesn't even glug it. He just pours it onto his skull head and he just goes all over and he's like, oh, soak it in.
And then he gets a ring on his snailogram.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, there's a Marine who's stationed outside the fake Straw Hat rally. And he gets immediately found and stabbed. Fake Luffy calls for all of the pirates of the new fake Straw Hats to do his bidding, and that he will be a dictator over them, and they'll wait on him hand and foot. Really bad leadership, some might say, to talk like this. There's definitely it's definitely not reminiscent of any sort of political happenings in modern day or anything like that.
Where
they're trying to...
Oh, you mean the president? The ex-president Trump?
Yeah.
Donald Trump. Yeah, that guy sucks.
Yeah. Oh, man. DONFLAMINGO. We're agreeing on so many things.
I just don't vote.
Well, that's not helpful.
Or vaccinate my Kobe's.
All right. We're done talking about political talk right now, but thanks for your input.
You're welcome.
A little bit.
I would have voted to get rid of the MCAS. So many people aren't going to know what that is.
Hell yeah. Get rid of that fucking...
I'm bad at testing.
Yeah, we don't like the MCAS. Vote no. Or vote yes. Vote yes to get rid of it.
Vote yes.
Vote yes to get rid of it, everyone. Anyway, fake Luffy calls for the real Luffy, Nami, and Usopp to get got. Fucking Luffy. Meanwhile, real Luffy is trying to talk to... This is so fucking confusing. Real Luffy's trying to talk to fake Zoro and fake Sanji, and they're just not talking to him. Poro and Panji. They're just if we don't talk to him, he won't catch on that we. So he's like, oh, it's really weird. You guys are getting along fine. I guess you really matured in the last 2 years. Anyway, he's still not talking. Meanwhile, Brooke goes to do an encore, and his manager's all mad, and the Marines barge in on the concert, and they're like, that's fucking one of the members of the Rum Bar Pirates, and a member of the Straw Hats, and that's fucking Brooke. Yeah. We're going to kill him.
And then his manager pulls out a gun.
Yeah.
And then we cut over to Chopper and Usopp being so horny over Frankie's new robot parts.
Mm-hmm.
Chopper gets so excited he passes out for a minute.
It is. Then they push his nose and he says Mecha, and they're like, that's his new catchphrase.
It's very cool. He does little robot movements, and then Usopp is like, well, your hands are so big. How do you do fine work? And then his hand has a hole, a little sphincter that opens up and a little hand comes out.
It's like a hand cloaca, if you will.
Nami's back. She doesn't like the new Frankie because she has no taste.
Nope, but she and Robin reunite, and it's cute.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Then Rayleigh and Shocky are like, what's up, homies?
Yeah, they're like, how's it going?
There's some shit happening.
Meanwhile, back at the concert, Brooke, he pays tribute to the band and the fans and his friends. He thanks everyone for coming along the Soul King ride, and he declares that Luffy is alive and he's going to be the king of the pirates. And the crowd is like, yeah! And then they turn on the Marines, and it's like a full-on riot. And then Brooke's like, music's power. This is my new song, New World. And then he plays the song, and that's basically the rest of the episode.
It's pretty much the rest of the episode.
The only
He does escape. He does flashbang everybody and then escapes on a fish
through the roof.
through the roof.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Rayleigh's like, Nami, I got to tell you about coded ship navigation. And then we see real Luffy arrives at the fake Straw Hat rally. And then Rayleigh basically just says, like, you got to go to Grove 42 to get ready to head out. You can meet Luffy and everybody else there. And that's the end of that episode.
Michael wrote the MVP as being Frankie's little hands.
Ooh. What do you
Do you
think?
think when he claps, the little hand comes out of the big hand and then just taps the big hand?
Oh, I hope so. What do you think that little hand is used for other than detail shipwrightmanship?
Back rubs.
Oh, I bet he can reach hard-to-reach places.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Scratching.
Oh,
Back
yeah.
scratching.
Oh, that sounds great, actually.
Prostate exams.
Of course, mandatory.
Because Chopper's hooves won't be able to get in there.
Well, that and also Frankie's about the age where he's going to start worrying about that stuff, you know?
It's true. He's going to check himself. He probably checks regularly.
Yeah.
And for lumps.
Mm-hmm.
It's important to check your testicular health.
It's true.
That's a DONFLAMINGO fact. But don't vaccinate your Kobe's.
Moving on, episode 521.
I like how uncomfortable it makes him. 521. Sentomaru got a promotion.
Yeah. Promosharu.
That
Fucking
was funny.
Straw Hats are worried about Luffy. Chopper's like, I can go pick him up. Meanwhile, Brooke's flying with the Flying Fish Riders. Zoro and Sanji are still fighting, but they get a call from Frankie on a transponder snail, being like, Grove 42, baby.
Yeah, and they notice some fighting over in Grove 46.
Yup. Luffy's like, wow, they're really worked up. What's going on here? And then fake Luffy's just like doing a lot of bloviating, being like, look how big and cool I am. I'm the coolest ever, and you should totally...
Bloviating.
Yes, I'm just the coolest, and you're my new subjects, not my crew that I care about and are loyal to, but just people who will serve me and do my bidding. Then the Marines surround the pirates.
They do. And then a man named Caribou kills a cop.
Yep. Sentomaru does have the pacifistas like scan the crowd, and they see that Luffy's up on the thing next to fake Luffy, so they're like, Straw Hat Luffy's here. And yeah, shit starts going down. Fake Luffy orders one of his guys to do a thing, but the guy just kills the Marine instead. So then the pirates start fighting the Marines. The pacifistas start blah, 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 blah.
Yep. And Luffy just watches because Boa said so.
Yeah, he's like, oh man, I really want to beat up those pacifistas, but Boa told me not to. Sentomaru then encounters fake Luffy, and fake Luffy tries to like be like, what do you think? Don't you know who I am? And then Sentomaru just beats the fuck out of fake Luffy. And he's like, I don't care who you think you are. You're definitely not Straw Hat. And it just like beats the crap out of him. And he's just knocked the fuck out. And everyone's like, oh shit, that's not Luffy? Oh no.
Yeah. His name is Demaro Black.
I didn't even write his name down. Didn't even write his name down.
Three-tongued Demaro Black. He'll be important later.
Of course. It was... I just like that's going on, and then Luffy's just like up on the little pedestal, and he's like, "Oh man, everyone thought that was me the whole time. This is really blowing my mind." And then he just starts walking away. And then one of the pacifistas shoots at him, and he just like dodges and flips through the air.
Yeah, he's like, you almost destroyed my food.
Yeah, he's like, "You almost blew up my lunches."
And then they shoot some more, and he dodges everything.
Yeah. And everyone's freaking out. They're like, oh my God, it's actually Straw Hat. And then he does second gear, but he doesn't do it by getting into his pose.
Sticks his arm
He
out.
throws
He goes,
his arm out and does a second gear and then does one gum jet pistol punch and just immediately destroys one of the pacifistas. And then Sentomaru's like, oh shit, he could do hockey now.
Sanji and the real Sanji and Zoro show up, and they team up to take out a pacifista.
Yeah. They're both arguing.
They're
They're like, I killed it. No, I killed it.
As they're running away, Rayleigh, Luffy stops and he sees Rayleigh, and he's giving him a little send-off. And he says, goodbye, third attempt at a dad.
Mm-hmm.
And then Luffy says the line.
He says...
I'm going to be the lord of all the seafarers. No, I'm just kidding. He says, I'm going to be king of the pirates.
That's good. I will say,
right? It's very exciting.
It's very exciting.
What?
And that is the end of the episode. The only other thing that happened that made me really happy was when Zoro and Sanji reunited with Luffy. Zoro just goes, oh, Luffy, you're number 9. And that...
I didn't catch that.
he's like, Luffy, you're number 9. And that just made me really happy. That's the end of that episode.
I feel like Zoro had his swords on the left side, but sometimes they're on the right side.
Who's to say?
It's really... I don't know. I can't get a read on that guy. The MVP was Rest in Peace, Mustache D. Luffy.
Nice.
That's what Michael wrote.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's pretty good.
I liked the mustache. It was very good.
Good job, Michael.
I'll tell him you said that.
If
he's not dead.
Yeah, it's true. I hope he's not dead.
That would be unfortunate.
Yeah. Episode 522.
522. Sanji gets rock hard.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's good. He gets rock hard.
Rock hard.
Hard as a rock.
Luffy's
turd.
Luffy, Sanji, Zoro go off running. Rayleigh has like a nice little reminiscent moment where he's remembering Luffy and Rayleigh's time together with Luffy's training. And then Rayleigh fucking slashes like a gouge into the earth in front of all these Marines with his sword. And he's like, try and cross that line. See what happens.
Very good.
Yep. Sanji got food for everybody. They're running, having a good time. And then there's a bunch of Marines.
Who shows up?
It's Perona.
Perona shows up.
Perona
loves Zoro.
She does, like a sister loves a brother. And immediately the two of them start fighting, and she's just like, "I'm the one who helped you get to Sabaody, you jerk."
Yeah, he wouldn't have made it on his own. It makes a lot of sense that she guided him there.
Yeah. Sanji creeping.
He is creeping hard.
Yeah.
And it's really difficult thankfully Chopper shows up and breaks the awkwardness.
Yeah. So hard.
I like that. I enjoy that Perona really gives Sanji a thinking. She's like, you're a creep, stop. I hate you.
It's true. I don't know if he thought enough about it, but
no, I don't think. Maybe one day.
Maybe someday.
Maybe one day.
Brooke
gets to the Sunny.
He does.
Asks about panties and gets roundhouse kicked by Nami.
Yep. Same old.
We're really back-to-back bangers here. At least he stops.
He does. Then off in the distance, they see the giant bird. It's Luffy and Sanji and Zoro and Chopper. That's the whole crew's back.
They're back. Sanji hemorrhages, and the Navy arrives.
Yeah, Sanji sees Nami and Robin in like geyser shoots into the air with a bloody nose.
Yeah, he takes off.
And then he's like losing blood fast, and they're all just like, "Oh no!"
Yeah, Usopp is like, "It's no use. He's losing blood too quickly."
Yep. Navy cannonballs them, but then they get blocked by who?
Boa Hancock.
Yeah. And this is funny. I don't know. She's like hold up knaves, and I don't know if she was just doing like short term for Navy or if she was calling them knaves. But they both worked.
A scoundrel, a knave.
I liked both of it.
They did.
Yeah.
Depth.
Robin immediately recognizes Boa's ship, being like, "Oh, that's Boa Hancock's ship," and then everyone's freaking out, and Luffy's like, "Oh, Hancock said she wasn't coming," and everyone just starts freaking out, being like, "You were hanging out with Boa Hancock for 2 years."
Sanji's not happy about that one.
He's not. Meanwhile, the other Marines on Sabaody were blocked by giant bugs.
Heracles
was helping block the Marines for Usopp and crew. Also, there's a bunch of the Marines' gunpowder got rained on by none other than the Witheria wizards.
They got wet.
Yeah.
So wet.
And all the Kamabaka fighters are also fighting.
And Frankie's expanding a bubble and doing stuff with a bladder.
Yeah.
And Perona's making Marines sad.
Yeah. Everybody.
Chopper's bird buddy is cutting Marine sails.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
All the Straw Hats' friends that they made along the way the last 2 years are contributing to the Straw Hats coming back together and going on. It's really exciting.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. Hold on. And then the Straw Hats leave.
Yeah.
They go underwater.
Luffy does a speech.
No, he does a speech.
And then he screams,
He says,
"Let's go!" And then
yeah.
And then they go underwater, and it's great.
They do it so good. The MVP, Mike wrote, Perona loves Zoro.
Whoa.
Yeah.
In a sibling way.
Sure, maybe. I don't know.
Oh,
hold on. There's someone knocking at the door. Let me go check.
There's someone knocking at the door?
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh, no. What's going on? DONFLAMINGO.
Oh, my God. Matt, it's me,
Wow.
Michael.
I can't believe it. You made it.
I just snapped DONFLAMINGO's neck.
Wow, he's dead?
Fucking killed him, dude.
He can't be dead.
No, I definitely killed him.
Wow. All right. Well,
yeah, I don't know.
goodness. I'm so glad that you're here. It's been...
All right, we can start the episode now. Episode 5.
No, we already did.
Or
DONFLAMINGO and I already did it. We recapped.
You were okay with DONFLAMINGO? I had to eat my way out of a bag. I chewed through the bag. It was full of donut holes, and they were all jelly ones, and I don't like those.
I like the jelly ones. DONFLAMINGO and I actually got along on some things, surprisingly.
That's weird.
Just a couple things. In some respects, he has decent political values, but in other respects, in some respects, not so much.
Gotta get to learn more about that. Learn more about him.
Yeah.
I guess that's pretty fun.
I guess you'll just have to listen to this episode.
I'm not going to do that.
Anyway, yeah.
I can't think of a more miserable experience than listening to the Fun Piece podcast.
Anyway, yeah, everyone, those were the episodes we watched for this week. Next week, Mike and I, or DONFLAMINGO and I, or whatever combination of us.
He's fucking dead. He's never coming back.
We will be watching episodes 523 to 528 of the anime. So that's exciting.
Peace. Uno peace.
But yeah, that's it. Click. Michael, we have some transponder snails.
Oh my God, we got some transponder snails?
Yeah.
Let me put this book away. It smells like stale Cheerios in my room.
Really?
Right now.
I bet that I heard from Don Flamingo that's what poopy butts smell like.
My computer chair is like really like slippery.
It's slippery?
Yeah.
Gross.
It's really bad.
I hope it doesn't dry like that. It'll get all crusty.
Oh my God. I'll just burn it and get a new one. It's fine.
Yeah,
So we got some transponder snails?
Yeah. The first one is click from Stain.
Whoa.
It says, transponder snail, call me Stain.
Call me Stain.
Hello, Matt, Mike, and anyone else who may be joining. I've been binging your podcast to get through each day at work, and it honestly makes the 8 hours feel like a breeze. I didn't want to write in until I was caught up just in case I say something that's already said. I am caught up with the anime and manga, and I just can't wait for y'all to reach certain parts, even if it's 5 years from now. I love your ridiculous takes, stupid bits, and oddly accurate predictions. Okay, so now here's a fun question for y'all. If you could put each member of the Straw Hats in a different series, anime, movies, video games, TV shows, etc., what series would they go to?
Didn't we just have a question like this?
Maybe? I don't know.
Because I remember talking about Chopper in MASH.
I feel like you were just saying that. I don't know if that was a question
Oh.
specifically.
Weird. Okay. I would like to see Chopper in MASH.
I think we were talking about it on the Funaglyph episode.
Or like Chopper in House.
Chopper in The Good Doctor. Is that the I'm a Surgeon one?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's the like autism is a superpower.
Yeah.
Weird thing.
I would love to see Zorro in the Physical 100.
Yeah. Sorry, I want to see Sanji in Love is Blind.
Sanji in Love is Blind would be the worst version of that show, I think.
I think if he actually was in a relationship with a woman, he would treat them very well.
That's fair.
Right?
Yeah, that's fair.
If he was like, oh, you and I are a thing, 110% in.
Yeah, but like, I feel like it would be similar to how he's acting right now, because he will have been in the pods and not seen a woman.
He would never get anybody.
No, he wouldn't. He'd just be like really...
He'd like kick through the wall to get to them.
That's pretty good. This is just what Straw would be in what reality show. Anyway.
Video games.
I mean,
I want to see Frankie in Minecraft.
Whoa.
I don't know.
He's already boxing.
Yeah, he's already boxy.
I want to see Brooke in Guitar Hero.
Okay, actually, that'd be pretty cool. If you bid like, I was talking to Steph about this, featured on the latest Funaglyph, and I was saying that I feel like Robin's power like seems really fucking cool and would be amazing to have in real life.
Yeah.
And I feel like it gets like just kind of underutilized. Like maybe because she doesn't like fighting, but if you had like a game like if she was in like a Devil May Cry game where you're like comboing people and she's just like making hands appear out of the air and like beating the shit out of you, that'd be so cool.
That'd be very cool. Do you think this is a tangent question? If Robin were making a bunch of arms appear and then she got bitten by a zombie, like one of her extra arms got bit by a zombie, would she get infected herself, you think? Or do you think it's because it's like not attached to her?
I don't know that her like other limbs can get hurt. Like I always thought they were kind of made out of flower petals.
That's true. Yeah. Well,
that's like hinted at.
Anyway, thank you so much, Stain, for that question.
What I want is Turbo Granny from Dawn to Dawn to be in One Piece.
Ooh.
I still haven't. I was told that Turbo Granny is a prominent character in that show. Is that right?
So far, yeah, Turbo Granny's all up in it.
All right. I think I'm going to watch Dawn to Dawn now.
I watched 4 episodes so far of the 4 episodes available.
Yeah, see, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Love a Turbo Granny.
Yeah. Hong Kong, or not Hong Kong, sorry. This is another transponder snail. It says important quenching from Lloyd Sheffield. Half of the intro song of the show, Lloyd Sheffield. Hi, Matthew and Mythew. Long time no email. Hope you guys are well and do not at all have poor vision and gout. I feel attacked by you, Lloyd Sheffield.
Oh my god.
I have a question for you. What is your opinion on Skittles changing the flavor of the green Skittle from lime to green apple? Do you support it, or do you think we should storm the Skittles factory? They can't stop all of us. Keep up the good work, Lloyd Sheffield. I didn't know they were changing the green Skittle flavor from lime to green apple, but I think I'm actually enjoying the green apple flavor. I had Skittles recently, and I was like, yeah, good Skittles.
Yeah. I don't think it changes things too much.
I feel like the
Skittles are all kind of like sugar flavored.
Yeah, they're all. I don't really notice so much the like difference in flavors of Skittles. But
yeah, like Skittles and then a tropical Skittles, I can kind of get the flavor difference of. Tropical Skittles are way better, I would say. Have you had those like sour Halloween Skittles that some of them are regular and some of them are sour?
No, I don't
Those
like.
are good.
I don't like sour Skittles.
You know, like sour surprises.
I'm not really a sour candy guy.
That's fair.
I like
to just bite onto I like to just suck a lemon.
I've done that. I feel like that's better
Yeah.
than sour candies.
Well, sour candies like eviscerate your mouth.
Yeah, they hurt. I feel like my mouth just got like glass drug through it.
Yeah. Oh shit! Hold on, DONFLAMINGO's still moving.
Oh shit! Get him, Mike, get him! Slap that poopy butt.
Okay. Sorry, I think he was just having muscle spasms.
Yeah, I think he kind of liked that last one.
Man, it's gonna be so fucking annoying to edit. Actually, all those punching noises.
He really liked that last one.
It's really spiked all the audio there.
That's fine. We have one more transponder snail, which is kind of a two-parter.
Whoa, click.
This is from Rick O'Connell from The Mummy.
Oh yeah, Rick O'Connell was messaging me earlier to ask if we recorded yet.
Happy 100! It's a special day. Hooray. Apologies for not sending an email. Last week I was busy and I also saving my questions for this episode. Speaking of, I've been asking myself this question for a while. Which straw hat could carry the most amount of eggs without powers? So Robin can't get infinite hands and such, and also no carton to hold them. Just straight up eggs, nothing else. Personally, something tells me that Usopp knows how to carry a dozen. He just seems delicate like that. And I think Chopper might be in last place because he has hooves. Or Luffy, because we've seen that he's very clumsy. Do we want to pause there and decide which straw hat is the best at carrying eggs?
Okay. I mean,
It's Sanji.
without powers, it's not. You don't think Frankie would hold the most
No,
eggs?
Sanji is a chef. He can hold many eggs. And he does not have powers. I'm declaring Sanji.
Hold on, I'm thinking about it. It's just which straw hat? Okay.
Without powers.
Thinking about it. Yeah, Chopper I think is out. Robin wouldn't be it. Nami definitely not. Zoro would drop them all. Luffy would drop them all. Brook would drop them all. I think Usopp would be a contender. Without powers, it doesn't say they can't use tools.
I mean, no.
No. Just straight up eggs, nothing
No
else.
carton.
Okay, no carton.
Just straight up eggs. I'm saying it.
Usopp would definitely be good.
I'm saying Sanji.
Do you think Sanji? Okay, we'll give it to Sanji. He needs a win.
He'll use his feet.
He will. He can fit one between each toe.
All right. One last question. Now that's the post time skip. Do you guys get any new... now that it's post time skip, did you guys get any new power-ups / appearance changes? Hopefully at least one of you gained a bucket hat like Usopp did. Anyways, congratulations from Rick O'Connell from The Mummy and also the full cast of The Mummy. That's a wrap again, Rick O'Connell.
Yeah, I'm strong enough to defeat, murder DONFLAMINGO.
Yeah. And I have glasses. I have glasses now. There's also
I'm not depressed anymore.
Hey, congratulations.
Yeah, right? That's pretty cool.
There's also an addendum. There's another transponder still. It says, also another question.
Oh, yeah.
So this time last year, you guys said that Mike would draw Foxy-related prompts depending on watch time of the podcast. Is that happening again?
I think what I did last year for people on the Discord who messaged me proving that they had, they were in our top 5% of listeners on Spotify.
It was 5 or 10%.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to say 5% for my own sake because it's a lot of free drawings to do.
It's fair.
I might do it again this year. We'll see.
It was based off of Spotify Wrapped, I think.
Yeah,
which didn't come
like top 5%.
Yeah, but if you don't have Spotify, but you're listening somehow in like a month and a half, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to volunteer Michael. He can decide what he wants to do with that.
We'll figure it out. I'll probably lean in, like, do something for the people who are the top 5%.
Yeah. But
because you deserve something if you're that dedicated.
But yeah, definitely join the Discord. Link in the description. And send more transponder snails. Thank you, Rick O'Connell, Lloyd Sheffield, and Stain for your transponder snails.
If you want to check out last year's Foxy drawings, I think they are in.
I believe they're in fan art.
Yeah, they're all. Yeah, they're. If you go to fan art and go to the pinned page and click the top pin and jump to that, it's Merry Foxy Miss Everybody, and you can see we got Sonic Foxy, Foxy in a Tub of Beans, Joe Rogan Foxy, Trafalgar D Foxy, Foxy playing Game & Watch. It's a whole bunch of Foxys. It's a good Foxy time.
Voltron Foxy.
The Pikmin Foxy.
Yeah. And then Lloyd Sheffield posted the Red Sox Foxy that you made.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of Foxy.
So many Foxies.
Anyway, thank you all so much for listening. Definitely.
Yeah.
Send in more transponder snails. Keep on listening. Tell your friends. Spread the word. Tell everyone on Reddit about us and how we're correct.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for. Was it Martin Garnett who posted the most liked characters on our list, and everybody was confused about it.
Yeah.
Learn how to have fun Reddit.
Yeah, they thought
learn how to enjoy a joke. It's just fun.
They thought we were AI generated. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Anyway,
somebody was also like, "Oh, the Fun Piece Reddit has a podcast," and they do. We are the Fun Piece Reddit podcast.
Yeah, we've never been on the Fun Piece subreddit.
I bet it sucks.
Anyway, thanks for listening, and tune in for excitement next time. Hey, Mike, since you weren't really here for most of the episode of the podcast,
yeah, I kind of missed out on.
Can I ask you the question? What
did Don Flamingo get all my fun names for all the fake straw hats?
He did, yeah, yep.
Oh, good.
Who's or what? What is the One Piece, Michael?
It's Sonic Cross Shadows Generations, baby.
Can you see